Good morning, Eagles. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, peers. On today's Eagle Report, we explore all the great things happening at Thurston High School by focusing on some of the top stories like the Innovation Center and choir performances.
We also check in to see how our sports teams are performing.
And we spotlight several clubs and organizations that Thurston has to offer.
All this and more in this special edition of the Eagle Report. Welcome to this special edition of the Eagle Report. I'm Ariana.
And I'm Layla.
Today we spotlight a lot of the things happening.
At this time, please proceed to your next tour stop. At this time, please proceed to your next tour stop. Thank you.
Today we spotlight a lot of the things going on at Thurston High School for what we hope to be your next year's freshman class.
Whether it's academic, sports, or club offering, Thurston has it all. Let's see what's going on at the Innovation Center.
The Innovation Center houses several of our CTE programs. One of the programs that students love is hospitality and tourism. Back in November, they finally opened their doors to the public to see how the event went. Here's Xavier with the story.
Our hospitality and tourism program has opened up a soft opening for the public and the community. Let's see what they have going on today.
So we are at the Nest. It's a brunch cafe that will eventually be open to the public. We're opening to the public November 16th and will be available for brunch. So we have some lunch menu items and some breakfast items. We'll be serving brunch from 10:15 to 11:45 on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
This is a very good learning experience for our hospitality and tourism students as it gives them a very good learning experience what it's like in a real-life restaurant.
This is a learning experience, so a soft opening means that nobody here has to pay for their food because all of the students are just learning how to serve customers. They're learning how a restaurant and a kitchen work. And so we've invited in special guests. Most of them are family members, or they're from the district, or they're from the community, and they're coming in to have a free brunch today. Yes, so all of the students that are working in the kitchen, they're running the dish tank. We have students on desserts. We have students who are greeting. We have students who are seating, and we have students who are serving, and they are all part of the hospitality and tourism program here. So this is part of their work-based learning, where they are getting real-world experience of what it's like to work in a restaurant, which is one portion of the hospitality and tourism curriculum, but it's one of our career and technical education programs here at Thurston.
With that, our hospitality and tourism program are doing an amazing thing for the community. And with that, reporting from the Eagle Report, this is Xavier, signing out.
Prior to the break, Mr. Shaner and his choir class held their annual holiday performance. Jordan was in attendance and recapped the event for all to see.
On Tuesday, December 17th, Thurston held their annual holiday concert. I attended to give you the review. The program started with the Thurston High School Concert Choir White under the direction of Tim Shaner and accompanied by Debbie Schweliga. They sang Artsu Alinu, an Israeli dance song, Dance Your Dance, and Oh, I Got a Light. Out of the three, Dance Your Dance was my top favorite. Next, we have the Thurston High School Concert Choir Blue, which is the boys' choir. They sang Ladante Dominium, Flying Solo, Will the Rain Fall Down, and Leave for Johnny. Leave for Johnny, that one was my most favorite. After the boys' choir, we had the Thurston High School Chamber Choir. They sang Patapan, The Still Lullaby, No Time, and Still I Rise. Patapan was really good. I liked how they started off with that one because it was high energy, it was a very nice beat, the melodies were great, and all the voices blended together beautifully. I also thought that it was really impressive that they were singing in French. I did not know what they were singing, but nevertheless, I still really enjoyed the song. Still I Rise, that one got me clapping my hands. Everybody started clapping. There were 2 soloists in that song. The first soloist was Kendall Black, and the second soloist was Autumn Burks. Next was Walking Down the Road to Bethlehem, and this is where all 3 of the choirs joined to sing this song. I really liked how the boys were singing the baritone part, and then the girls were split into soprano and alto parts. It all mixed very well together. I also interviewed a member of both choirs to see how she thought the choirs did tonight, see what her favorite song was from tonight, and what her favorite part is about being in choir.
I think that we performed really good. It was so nice. It just sounded so amazing. The boys, the girls, the middle school, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Still I Rise, the voices, the melding, it was just all perfect. My friends, of course. Oh my gosh, like, I love my friends, like, oh my gosh. And it's just so, like, amazing.
Altogether, the winter concert choir of this year was fantastic. Make sure to come to Thurston's spring concert next year on May 13th. This is Jordan Washington signing out of the Eagle Report.
Now it's time for a Did You Know? Did you know recently that Thurston High School introduced an e-box that stands for Eagles Anonymous Tips, designed for students to voice their concerns and praise all good things happening at Thurston. This project was introduced by junior class president Nick and approved by the student council. Great work.
Also, before the break, Thurston basketball team competed against their crosstown rival. Both teams came out victorious. To see how the girls' game went, here's Maddie with the recap.
The Redford community came together and showed out at the girls' Thurston versus Redford Union game, as it was their big rival game. Coming into the game, the Lady Eagles had won the Redford Cup for 9 years straight. The key to the game was Thurston's energy.
Per usual, I think we're going to come out, we're going to fight hard. Every time we play RU, the energy is always there, so I feel like the girls are going to come out and they're going to get it done.
I think this game, we'll have an easy win. It won't be too tough.
What I'm looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to the girls coming out and really showing what they have, showing what we've been preparing for, execution, and for them to really prove to their parents that they've been in the gym working hard.
We're going to keep our trophy. We're going to keep it.
When was the last time RU even got a trophy?
The Panthers look to get back in the game with this shot, but Shayla comes down with the rebound and outlet it to Mariah as she tosses up to Maya Franklin for an easy score. The Eagles continue to control the first quarter, ending at 14-5. In the second quarter, the Panthers look to get back in the game, but turns the ball over again, as the Lady Eagles continue to capitalize on RU's mistake. The Panthers lose control of the ball, and Elijah Franklin steals the ball and moves it up to Mariah Plata as she passes the ball to Shayla Gomez for an open three, closing the first half 26-7.
Don't worry about what's up there on the scoreboard, okay? A lot of coaches do that part. That's our job, so that's my bad for missing those 2 points. Thanks to Gibson for catching that. We're doing what we're supposed to do, except make our record. Everything else we're doing what we're supposed to do. We got
The start of the third quarter, Thurston came out with some heat and energy. Ariane Tamales steals the ball from the Panther and goes up for a layup, and Mariah Plata comes from behind for a rebound putback. Shayla Gomez runs down the rebound and creates this three-point basket as the Eagles continues to stretch the lead. The Eagles demonstrated complete dominance over the Panthers, winning the game 53-23. Congratulations to our Thurston Eagle for winning the Redford Cup trophy for 10 years straight in a row. This is Maddie Perry from THTV signing out.
The boys basketball team is off to a hot start and has a new coach this year. Last month, camp featured the squad and some of the new players we can expect to hear from this year.
expectation is we compete for championships this year. We've got 6 seniors, 5 juniors, and 2 sophomores on the team this year, so it's a great balance. I think it starts with Daniel Winston, our senior. He's a 4-year varsity player. He's able to score it at all 3 levels. He can get to the rim, he can make mid-range shots, and he can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball from 3. So he'll start. It'll start with him, and he'll be the guy that we lean on to lead us. Another guy I would look at would be Modou Touré. He's a sophomore for us, but I think he'll be one of the best sophomores in the state. He's able to get to the rim. He's able to shoot the ball. He's probably our best defender, and he'll definitely help win us some games this year. We'll play a great brand of basketball. We expect to be a tough-nosed, man-to-man defensive team, and we expect to play fast on offense. The boys have put in a tremendous amount of work over in the offseason this year, so I mean the expectations are high coming into the season.
I mean, like, this is my 4th year playing varsity basketball, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just here to just do my job. I'm here to just play basketball, you know, come out and perform for my team every time I step on the court. I mean, it's always been a confidence thing for me. Ever since I was, like, 5, 6 years old, it's always been the same thing for me. Come out here and hoop. Come out here and just come out here and perform to the best of my ability and just score the ball in the right way.
It's been fantastic. The school has been great. The administration has been very welcoming. The community has been awesome. A lot of alumni that have stopped in so far. So it's been great. I mean, the players have been fantastic. The commitment level that I've seen from this team tells me that they want to be championship level.
Did you know the Thurston football team made the playoffs back-to-back in season 2023 and 2024?
We have many clubs here at Thurston, but one of the newest ones being the Esports Club. Isaiah gives us a feature showing what esports is and how you can get involved at Thurston.
If you've walked down 600 Hall and seen a room with a bunch of quality screens and games, you've likely walked past Thurston's esports room. And while most people knows what esports is, it's less likely known how their competitions are.
We do kind of bad against competition. We are a newer team, so a lot of people who are now on the team have just kind of started playing the game and getting into the cycles of practicing. So I kind of have to like teach them the game in a way that, 1, allows them to still have fun with it, and 2, also prepares them for future competitions. A usual day of esports is usually just a lot of us we usually fight in like 1v1s, and we kind of give each other advice. Sometimes if they ask specific things, we'll go into the training mode and I'll show them how to deal with certain things, and it's very nice. The new equipment, well, it's pretty nice, although it really doesn't affect me since I just use the Nintendo Switches. But like the PCs in the room are a nice touch.
Prior to the 2023 school year, one of our former community assistants, Mr. Adams, approached Mr. Price about bringing esports to Thurston, and he kind of got things kicked off. Esports is pretty much like every other sport here at the school. It gives students an opportunity to compete against other schools in different games that we have. It gives them an opportunity to make new friends, meet new people, kind of learn to work as a team. Luckily, the IT department was able to get a grant to provide us with some high-end gaming PCs, monitors, a couple of Nintendo Switches, high-definition TVs, and things like that. They really transformed the computer lab into an esports room and allowed us to bring esports into the building rather than having everybody compete remotely from home, kind of able to bring them into school and they can all kind of compete together.
If you want to show your support to esports, you can contact Coach Terps through email and send donations his way. Anything and everything would be appreciated.
Now it's time for us to talk about ourselves. THTV has been around for a long time. It's a staple here at Thurston. However, this year, for the first time ever, the Eagle Report is a live show that brings the daily morning announcements to the student body, much as like we're doing right now. To get behind the scenes of what it's like to be a part of THTV crew, here's Imai with the feature.
For the past week, I've been getting the behind the scenes of what really goes on in the complex class of video production.
Hey guys, my name is Lanai and I'm going to give you a tour of the media literacy, video production, and media production. So here we have the classroom right here. These are all the video production students. Over here is where we edit the videos and stuff at. We have the MacBooks. This is Mr. W.
Hey, I'm not stressed.
So right here is the control room. It's like how all the graphics pop up and like the sounds, the effects. So this is the studio room. So we have the cameras right here and the anchors, they sit here and they tell the story.
Many people don't know how much hard work, time, and dedication it takes to be in this class.
I think it usually takes me like about a week to produce the project because I take a day to like plan everything out, write the script, like say what I'm gonna say, and then I circle around the school to try to find my people, and then editing maybe takes like 2 days. So I'd say like a school week is like enough time to finish up my project. My favorite part I would definitely say is the people, but also Mr. W because I do annoy him at times, but he's very funny.
So what I like about video productions is that I get to do my own thing and I have complete control over it. Like I can choose the graphics, how things look, what goes in, what goes out. It's just, all of it is me, and I like that.
A lot of people like this class because they're able to use their creative freedom when making projects.
What do we do in video productions? Oh my gosh, we do so much. One of the things that a lot of people know us for is producing the Eagle Report, which this year has become a live production, which I believe has never been done in the history of THTV. One of the things that I think is most important about the Eagle Report and THTV is just promoting a lot of the good things that are going on around the school, whether it be sports, a club, or just someone doing something really good for the community. So it's really about just making people aware of the positive things happening in the community. And what I think is most important about what we're doing here is that students are going to step into a college course, right? If this is a passion of theirs and they want to pursue this down the line, and they're going to be years ahead of everyone. I had students that have come back already talking about how there are students in their classes that have never edited. They've never even picked up a camera. They've never been part of a live production, much like what we're doing here. So you're going to be so much further along than everyone else if this is something that you really want to pursue as a potential career.
This class has a lot of fun while also balancing the task of staying serious. This is Yamaya reporting for THTV.
While Thurston is a great school to learn your core subjects every day, we have some of the best teachers that assign some really creative projects. Last spring, Mr. Marshall in his AP Lang and Comp class worked on a conspiracy theory project. To get the details of this project, here's Amiris with the report.
AP testing is over, so that means Mr. Marshall gets to introduce his annual conspiracy theory project.
So we are doing the AP Lang Conspiracy Theory Project. Yes, where students have to debunk a conspiracy theory. Which is really important for students to be able to kind of like piece together the truth, right? And question things when they are presented to them. And so I thought it would be cool to start with some crazy theories that actually many people believe and try to kind of work through them.
So me and my group are doing the conspiracy that pigeons are government drones. I guess just researching it, and I saw a pigeon the other day and I asked if it was a government drone and looked at me and then it flew away.
We're doing a SpongeBob conspiracy theory about the island being like a bomb site. My favorite part was most likely finding out the real story behind the show that I used to watch as a kid.
We're doing conspiracy theories that surround Princess Diana's death. So like, did the royals have to do with it? Like, was the driver paid off? Stuff like that.
We're doing the Titanic never sank. So basically there were two ships, the Titanic and the Olympic, and the Olympic was damaged in a voyage like several months, I think like 2 months earlier. So the company switched the Titanic and the Olympic so they can go get, they can sink the Olympic and claim the insurance money for the Titanic.
I think my favorite part is at the beginning when we start looking at the theories. It's really fun to just kind of go through and I guess for a moment just kind of laugh about how crazy some of them are, but then we also go further and start to question like, well, people do believe them, so why do they believe them?
Lots of friends at Thurston. Technically, the Eagle Report, we feature two best friends. Two of the best friends are Mrs. Hahn and Mrs. Franklin. Let's see how they became best friends.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. She's a woman.
This is Thurston High School Besties, where we highlight the best friendships we have at our school. First up, we have Miss Hahn and Miss Frank.
One of my besties is Miss Franklin.
Well, I have lots of best friends, but one of my besties would be Miss Hahn. Well, Lana Franklin will be 18 in April, and she was in my tummy when I met Miss Hahn, so I'd say about 18 years.
How long have I worked here? I would say probably at least like the last, 10 years. Oh gosh, she was one of the first people that I met when I was hired to work at Thurston.
One of my first memories is the crazy times we would have coaching the step team. And one time we went to John Glenn for a big competition, and the John Glenn team performed to a very inappropriate song about a kind of club in dollar bills.
When I was walking into the professional development training it was at the middle school that year, like she was walking in and she was just coming back off maternity leave from having her daughter Lana, who's a senior in high school now. And she was just super nice, like right from the get-go.
Miss Hahn and I believe it was when I was pregnant with my daughter Lana, who's now a senior. And Miss Hahn used to be a teacher here, not a counselor, and she was clicking in my room. She was a co-teacher with me.
Oh goodness, what do we do often? Well, we have lunch together all the time. We text, we chat, fun things, shenanigans, you know.
So we're part of this like really elite club. It's called the Fit Club. And every morning, Miss Williams and Miss Hahn and I, we hit the pool and we swim laps at the Powerhouse in Novi.
If you and your best friend would like to be featured in the Eagle Report, make sure you get in contact with me. This is Amaris Watterson reporting for the Eagle Report.
Hopefully the cameras are
Oh! Sorry. The most popular club at Thurston is the Poetry Club. Back in the fall, they had a poetry performance for students to perform their poems that they've been working on since the start of the year. Let's have a listen.
The Poetry Club had their first performance of the year in the Media Center last week. Students got to share some of the poetry they have been working on this year.
I'm a leader. I think. I know I can win. I'm transparent, independent, and straightforward. Allegedly, I'm loud. Supposedly, I'm quiet. Seemingly, I'm monotone. But realistically, no one can figure out what I am.
The girl in the mirror is an enigma. She's someone I know like an old friend, but also a stranger. She's me, but also not.
Trapped. I see myself suffering in the box with someone who looks like myself. Trapped. Every morning, I look in the mirror and see something that resembles some part of me. I'm so trapped.
Dreams for better, dreams for happiness, dreams for a purpose. Even though I know my hopes will never be acknowledged, the fact being that miracles are only granted to those deserving, I still hope that my dreams, my wishes, what I want will be given to me. But I guess that'll never happen.
His words remain constant, but silently, like an old piano that's torn down. My heart trips on stars falling into a black hole. The universe thunders and strikes the last good thing I have. It fades away surely, but yet so slow. Your words ease my mind, but I refuse to let you go.
And overthinking bees swarming the flower's edge. Thank you to the pigeon-toed walker, slow and steady, to play a tune of silence and sad.
I have friends too, so I thought. No, I don't. I don't have any friends. I have a family. My P, my Z, my A, and my new addition, Bree. It's hard to gain that love, that connection, but now that it's here, seems I can't let it go.
I don't love him. No, really, I don't. I don't wait for him to text me, looking at my phone every possible second. I don't make up scenarios in my head, imagining him warm in someone else's arms. I don't like the way he talks or the way he looks into my eyes as I do.
If I cried in your arms, would you judge me? Would my tears make you scared? Would they make you mad or cry too? Would they make you sad? Or would you be disgusted by my ugly cry? Would you still hold me when all the tears run? When your shirt is wet from my eyes and my snot, will you get upset at the stain it left?
You all are just like, you blow me away. The fact that we have so many students in the school who write, and I know there are people in here who write who did not share today. We have just a lot of talented people in the school.
The poetry team will have many more performances this year. Make sure to look out for them in seminar. This is Amaris reporting for the Eagle Report.
20 different clubs and organizations for students to get involved with. That's not including sports. Eagle Nation has a lot to offer their students. To see what clubs we offer, be sure to visit the Clubs and Organization Department on your tour today to see if there's a club that you're interested in.
We all love music. Thurston choirs bring cheer to the school during the holiday season to perform at several events throughout the year. To learn more about the club, here's choir member Kenny with the report.
The play we're doing this fall is called She Kills Monsters, Young Adventurers Edition. It is set in 1995 in Ohio, and it's about two sisters. The first sister's name is Agnes, and she's a senior, and she's a cheerleader and popular and into music, and voice. The younger sister's name is Tilly. Tilly is a freshman, or would be a freshman, because Tilly, before the play even starts, passes away. She was hit by a car. After Tilly dies, Agnes goes into Tilly's locker and finds a book that Tilly had written. She takes this book to Chuck. Chuck is a freshman who's kind of like Tilly, and Chuck tells her that the book is a Dungeons and Dragons manual that Tilly had written. So Agnes, in an attempt to get to know her sister, decides to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons and to play the game that Tilly had written for her. So the play is Agnes's adventure, playing Dungeons and Dragons, and learning about her sister and herself on the way. Because it's set in the Dungeons and Dragons world, the main characters fight elves and wraiths and bugbears, and these battles are highly choreographed, and our actors worked very hard to put those together. The soundtrack is amazing. If you like old school 1990s music, this is throughout the play. We have a dance battle at one point which includes songs from the early 90s, and it's hilarious and awesome. We have spent so much time on these battle sequences, and they are frankly amazing.
Tickets for She Kills Monsters are on sale now at thsdrama.lettuce.com. Tickets are $15 each and are also sold at the door. Show dates are November 7th, 8th, and 9th at 7 p.m. Come support the Thurston High School Drama Club and experience a fun-filled, action-packed night out. This is Jordan Washington signing out for THTV.
Continuing with our focus on different clubs at Thurston, we also have a drama club. In the fall, they put on a production called She Kills Monsters. To see some of the highlights, here's the film here from Jordan.
Each person in the school carries around an instrument with them at all times, and you use it naturally, but my job is to teach you how to access some of the power that's in it and explore different parts of your voice. And why you should join is, first of all, to explore that instrument, but second of all, with music you get to participate in something and make connections with the people in the choir. You'll make friends in all grades, and then the opportunity to present that music to other people in performances.
People should join choir because it's a nice place to be. It shows your ability to work with other people. Like, I know there's been times where I've been close to people that I've usually wouldn't, in any other circumstance, wouldn't talk to.
It's a very comforting, fun, like, artistic outlet. Like, if you like to sing, like, you know, obviously you'll be singing your heart out. And I think it's a really good way to, like, if you want to learn how to sing with a group of people.
The opportunities for participating in choir are somewhat dependent on the choir that you belong to, but those opportunities include performing in concerts. We participate in the District Choral Festival and Solo and Ensemble Festival, where we travel and perform for a panel of adjudicators and get a rating and some constructive feedback. We've run out to the elementary schools and sung at the holiday season for each of the elementary schools. We went out to some retirement homes and assisted living facilities to sing holiday music for them. And you know, different field trips at different times. It's a great way to make friends and make connections.
Finally, the band program is under new direction and making a name for themselves. Here's Imai to introduce the name of the members of the band.
I spent the last week with the marching band to see how they got ready for their final competition this past weekend.
So I think I've been teaching marching band for about 5 or 6 years, but this is only my second year as a director of a marching band. I've worked with another school as a woodwind and visual tech before. Throughout the season, they've been doing nothing but improving. We're currently placed higher than we were placed last year, so I'm really happy about that for them. But ultimately, all I want for them is to have an amazing run on Saturday, and I know they will. Most of our students this year are sophomores. Last year they were freshmen, so they were brand new to marching band. And you can tell that they've really carried what they have learned last year and this year, and they're playing and moving so much better. Even our new members are playing and moving really well.
What encourages me to stay in marching band is the memories that we make. It's a lot of dedication and it's a lot of hard work, and the friendships that we make is like all worth it.
So we're encouraged to join marching band because the food, because you get free food on Saturdays.
I also got news from the battery captain on how the competition went, and from the drum major on how bittersweet it is for her since it's her last year in marching band.
Honestly, I think we did pretty well. I mean, our placement might not show it, but there's not a lot of people, so.
Being the drum major was a very interesting experience, I would say. I originally didn't want to do it because I was in drumline, and I didn't want to leave drumline. I didn't want to leave the people in drumline. I spent a lot of work getting into drumline, so I felt like if I left drumline, I would be not necessarily giving up, but not completing what I spent these past 3 years doing. But it was amazing. I got to bond with not only the kids in drumline, but everyone from every section, and it widened my horizons on just the type of people that I've been around and put me in a position where not only was I the leader, but I was someone that anyone could come to for help. Like I was the big sister for real.
I had a lot of fun filming them, and if you're interested in joining, contact Mr. Chasnick for more information. This is Imaya reporting for THTV.
We had a lot of fun doing it.
Well, actually, we think a lot.
Oh my gosh, they put in the work, and they have good grades.
Got it.
Thanks for tuning into this special Eagle Report.
We hope you learned a lot about our school.
Have a great day, Pierce students,
And don't forget to soar.